readers. Well, we've been looking through all these penguin books, and we've been having a really good time reading all about penguins. We're learning so much. Today, we're going to talk about subtopics. What we've noticed when we've been reading these books, it's that all of them tend to talk about similar topics. Like, for example, most of them have in them, they're describing the penguin's body or where the penguin lives, the life cycle, what it eats, or dangers that the penguins face. So there's a lot of common topics in these books. Today, we are going to focus on the subtopic of habitats. So I'm going to look at this penguin book. Okay, so I'm going to open it up. The first page, I see a heading here. It's, what are they? Now, this is kind of like an introduction, it looks like. If I scan, which means if I kind of read quickly through this, it kind of gives me an introduction to penguins. And what I'm looking for today is habitat. So I'm going to keep going. I'm going to go turn to the next page. And look at this. It says, where are they? And I have a map. That is a clue to me that on these 2 pages here, they are going to be talking about where penguins live. And I can see on the map, they've got a beautiful visual of all the little penguins here where they live. Okay. And then underneath it, it is describing where the penguin lives.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and read this to you, and then we're going to talk about notes that we could take. So my heading is, where are they? And that clues me in to, this is going to talk about their habitat. All penguins live between the equator and the South Pole. Some live where it's very cold. Some live in warmer places like the coasts of Africa or Australia. Penguins live on islands, on coasts, and even on icebergs in the sea. They just need to be near water because they spend most of their lives in the water. So when I'm going to take my notes, first of all, it's really important that I don't just copy down the words from the book. I'm just going to take little snippets or sections from some of the sentences. Here we are. We're going to be taking some notes in this document, and I have titled my document Penguin, Boxes, and Bullets because that's what we're doing. Boxes and bullets, just as we learned earlier this year. So the subheading that I'm focusing on today is habitat. I'm going to type in habitat. And you'll notice there's 4 bullets. Well, I know one thing that I read from the text said that penguins live between the equator and South Pole. So I'm going to put live between the equator and the South Pole. That's one of my bullets. Okay. I also remember that page talked about that they live on islands, coasts, icebergs. So I'm going to put live on islands, coasts, and icebergs. Now I'm going to go to my 3rd bullet. And I also remember that they have to be near water because they spend most of their life in water. So I'm just going to put in water. Okay. I think that was about it. I've got 3 bullet points, which is what I want to have. If I don't have 4, that's okay, but I want at least 3. Okay, today, right now, you're going to go ahead and go back to your books that you've chosen on your animal. Look for information about their habitat. Then take your notes in the document that we sent you, just like this, just for habitat. Good luck.